Hey everybody, welcome to another Photoshop CS6 tutorial. My name is Buddy Blackford and today we're going to be setting up your interface preferences. So to get to your preferences, all you got to do is hit edit and then come down to preferences down here at the bottom and then choose interface. In the last tutorial I went over general preferences and so this time I'm going over the interface. So new in CS6, you're able to choose the appearance of your interface by the color theme here. So you can change how dark you want it. So I'll just click on it and you'll see the entire thing changing. So that's dark, and then here's the really bright. So whatever feels good on your eyes. I like this one here. Up to you guys what feels better on your eyes. So just choose whatever. The next set that we have here is the screen modes. The standard screen mode here. Pretty much you're changing the background and the border colors for the different screen modes. So here's our borders here. We can change you can see the back is changing. I'm just gonna go with default because I like that. Full screen with menus, so you can change the different types of screens down here. With this button here, you can go standard, full screen with menus, or full screen, and this is how you change them here. Now let's come down here into the options section. Let's look at the auto collapse iconic panels here. So what this does is when you click off of your panel here, it'll go away, so it won't always stay up if you have auto collapse iconic panels on, which sometimes that's not useful when you want to use something like your info panel. So I keep that off. So the next one, auto show hidden panels. They temporarily appear when you point to the edge of the application window. So where's the hidden ones? Well, I guess that's what it does. I can't do it while we're in the preferences, but that's what it does. So I like to keep that checked. Open documents as tabs. I like that. That just makes these tabs up here at the top. Enable floating document window docking. It allows you to pull out the tabs and have them floating out. So a couple of tutorials ago we talked about managing windows, and you're able to pull out one window and work on it and have it update in the other window. So I like to keep that one checked because I do that sometimes. We got show channels in color. So so there's a channels panel down here, and it'll show these in color instead of grayscale. And actually I want that on because that helps me. So I want to have that checked. We've got show menu colors, and I guess it's going to show the different menus for the colors. It'll be in your user defined colors, so that's where that's going to be at. We'll come over here to show tooltips, and I like to have that on when I'm doing my tutorials, but it's up to you whether or not you want to have that on there. So when your cursor is over top of something, a tooltip will appear. Let's see if I can find one. I think when I put my cursor over this, it appeared. Yep. So those are tooltips, like these yellow pop-up boxes. And then we have enable text drop shadows, and this is new. So you select this to have your drop shadows on the panel labels. But I've got my panels over here with the labels. Let's uncheck it. I mean, I'm not really seeing too much of a difference, but I'm going to leave it checked because it was already left checked, so that's fine for me. Show transformation values here. So basically, you got the top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right, or never if you want. And I guess it just shows you near the cursor where you want it to be. So like when I was pulling, when you pull out like a shape in CS6, it'll show the width and height next to your cursor, and this shows where to show it. And we've got our text down here. So we got our default language here. UI stands for user interface, and here's our font sizes here. So whatever you guys feel like doing with the font size, it depends. I just keep it on small just to keep everything, because I can read it, and I just keep everything like more compact. So if everything's big, let's put it on large. Okay. No, it didn't do much. Oh well. So we'll go back to preferences and interface. UI font size small. Oh, it's for my text. Changes will take effect the next time you start Photoshop. That's why I didn't see it yet. So that's for the text here. I gotta restart it and able to change the font size. So that's it for the interface preferences here, and we're about 6 minutes in. The next one, yeah, we'll go over the file handling preferences right now. So we have our saving options here. So image previews, always save. So I always keep that on always save because I don't mind those. Like when you're like trying to use the preview, you can just like see it quicker. File extension, use lowercase, use uppercase. That's up to you. I think lowercase is the norm, so it's really up to you. So we got save as to original folder, which it goes back to the folder that you started out in. And we got save in background, where it automatically saves. So if I uncheck this one will become unchecked. So basically this is just an autosave every 10 minutes. It's up to you how long. Some people can work for a long time without having to save, but I would recommend either 5 or 10 minutes for your autosave. I got mine on 10 minutes. A lot can happen in 10 minutes if you're working really hard and you're in the zone. So here we got our file compatibility section, and we got our camera raw preferences. So if you click on this, we got a whole bunch of preferences here. So you can change how you like pretty much handle them. So down here you can automatically open up the JPEG with settings and TIFFs. So DNG is a file format for camera raw files, so you don't really have to worry about these. I'd keep these all on default for now. Let's see, I'm just reading these through real quick to see. So yeah, just pretty much you can just keep these how they are, and that's a good setting that I would recommend. So we've got the prefer Adobe Camera Raw for supported raw files, and it uses the Adobe Camera Raw file. Like, it uses the little program it has inside, so you can like edit and everything like that. So that's what you would want to have checked if you want to use that. Ignore EXIF profile tag, which is a color space metadata attached to camera images. So that's up to you if you want to ignore it or not. I have it unchecked because I don't care. Ignore rotation metadata. So that's also attached to digital cameras, the rotation metadata, and this is new in CS6. So let's go to the next one. That's up to you. I just keep it off. These are my settings that I keep for my file handling. As before saving layered TIFF files, that's self-explanatory. And then disable compression of PSD and PSB files, and that's new also. If you don't want to compress it, that's up to you, but you're allowed. It allows you to do maximum compatibility. So maximize PSD and PSB file compatibility, so you should be good without having to disable the compression. So that's good. So those are the preferences for interface and file handling, and I guess that's all. So thanks for watching this one. We should be able to move on to some cooler stuff after we get done with all our preferences, and there's a whole bunch of preferences in Photoshop, so let's get through those, and basically we're gonna start chugging along. So see you guys in the next tutorial. Keep on watching. Goodbye.